Look closer. This scene from The Rifleman is not edited. If your taste is brave and tough cowboys, don't miss The Rifleman. Otherwise, you will definitely regret it. Many swear that The Rifleman was the best TV Western in history because it was a perfect version for many families in the 50s and 60s. However, despite being considered the master of this genre, The Rifleman still makes mistakes during filming, which producers never want you to know about. You won't find what we're about to reveal anywhere except in this video, so don't waste any more time. Let's get started. Denim styles, ahead of their time. Lucas McCain, the iconic hero of the Wild West, not only wielded a Winchester rifle with unparalleled skill, but also boasted a unique sense of style that set him apart in the dusty landscapes of North Fork. While his exploits as a sharpshooter and defender of justice are well documented, it's his unexpected fashion-forward tendencies that add a quirky twist to the narrative. Denim, the fabric synonymous with the American West, became Lucas McCain's sartorial signature. His strong affinity for denim went beyond mere practicality. It was a statement, a reflection of his rugged individualism. In the early episode, End of a Young Gun, viewers were treated to a surprising sight. Lucas, portrayed by Chuck Connors, repairing a wagon wheel with his shirt off, revealing an impressive physique that further cemented his status as a formidable figure in the series. However, the sharp-eyed observer would catch a subtle yet intriguing detail: the distinctive W stitched onto the rear pocket of Lucas's jeans. This seemingly innocuous feature carries a revelation that transcends the boundaries of the show's temporal setting. Those weren't just any denim jeans. They were Wranglers, a brand that wouldn't make its debut until the 1940s, a good 50 years after the purported time of Lucas McCain. This anachronistic detail sparks playful speculation. Could Lucas McCain, in addition to being a legendary figure of the Old West, also be harboring a secret time-traveling agenda? The evidence, though whimsical, begins to mount, raising eyebrows and inviting viewers to ponder whether The Rifleman is not merely a classic Western show, but a subtle glimpse into the future. The notion of a time-traveling cowboy adds a layer of mystery and humor to the series, challenging traditional expectations of historical accuracy in television. The incongruity of Wrangler jeans in the 1880s Wild West serves as a delightful nod to the show's blend of fact and fiction, inviting audiences to suspend disbelief and enjoy the ride. Unexpected source. The Rifleman may have become a beloved classic of television westerns, but its inception was anything but conventional. The series had its roots in a rejected episode script for another iconic show, Gunsmoke. And its journey from rejection to success is a testament to the unpredictable twists of showbiz fate. The rejected script was the brainchild of none other than the legendary Sam Peckinpah, a name synonymous with Western cinema. Before earning an Academy Award nomination for his screenplay of The Wild Bunch, Peckinpah proposed a script featuring a pistol-wielding marksman named John McCain. This character, a precursor to the later iconic Lucas McCain, was the seed from which The Rifleman would eventually sprout. Despite Peckinpah's undeniable talent and his future accolades in the film industry, the producers of Gunsmoke failed to see the potential in the script. The idea of a pistol-wielding marksman, which would later evolve into the rifle-toting Lucas McCain, didn't align with the vision of Gunsmoke at the time, and the script was ultimately rejected. However, this setback didn't deter Sam Peckinpah or the concept he had envisioned. Undeterred, the rejected script found new life, reshaped into what would become The Rifleman. This transformation allowed the series to carve out its own unique identity, distinct from its rejected roots in Gunsmoke. The decision to center the show around a rifle rather than a pistol would prove to be a defining choice that set The Rifleman apart in the Western genre. In the end, what might have seemed like a disappointment in the rejection of the Gunsmoke script turned out to be a stroke of luck for television history. The Rifleman went on to blaze its own trail, capturing the hearts of audiences with its distinctive characters, gripping narratives, and, of course, the iconic Winchester rifle wielded by Lucas McCain. Understated adjustments. Sam Peckinpah, the visionary mind behind The Rifleman, initially conceptualized a protagonist who differed significantly from the character that eventually graced television screens. Originally named John McCain, the character's trajectory took a pivotal turn under the guidance of producer Arnold Lavin, whose creative vision sought to distinguish The Rifleman from the plethora of westerns saturating the television landscape during that era. Lavin's transformative decision was to redefine the character's familial dynamics. Instead of the originally conceived John McCain, Lavin envisioned a widowed father shouldering the responsibility of raising his son alone. This change not only added a layer of emotional depth to the narrative, but also set the stage for the iconic character who would come to be known as Lucas McCain. The shift from a married protagonist to a widowed single father altered the dynamics of the show, introducing a unique perspective to the Western genre. Lucas McCain, portrayed by Chuck Connors, became a symbol of resilience, strength, and paternal devotion. His relationship with his son Mark, played by Johnny Crawford, became a focal point, adding a poignant touch to the series that resonated with audiences. In another stroke of creative ingenuity, Arnold Lavin sought to distinguish The Rifleman further by departing from the conventional Western imagery of a pistol-toting hero. Instead, he chose to equip Lucas McCain with a distinctive and customized rifle. This decision marked a departure from the typical firearms seen in countless other Western shows, giving The Rifleman a unique identity. The customized rifle, a modified Winchester Model 1892, became an iconic and defining feature of Lucas McCain's character. Its presence on screen not only set the show apart, but also played a significant role in shaping Lucas McCain as a formidable and skilled marksman. The rifle became an extension of his character, a symbol of justice, and a tool with which he defended the town of North Fork from various challenges. A town outside its era. In the backdrop of the 1880s, The Rifleman immerses its audience in the captivating tale of Lucas and Mark McCain, a father-son duo who embark on a journey that leads them to the burgeoning town of North Fork. This Western series not only weaves a narrative of the challenges and triumphs faced by its protagonists, but also delves into the historical context of the American frontier during a period of profound transformation. The decision of Lucas and Mark to relocate from Enid, Oklahoma, adds an intriguing layer to the storyline. The choice of Enid as their place of origin is particularly interesting, given the historical timeline. In reality, Oklahoma Territory officially opened for settlement on April 22, 1889. This event, often referred to as the Land Run of 1889, marked the beginning of a massive influx of settlers rushing to claim land in the unassigned lands of the territory. However, the town of Enid did not even exist until the Land Run of 1893, adding a curious anachronism to the series. The show captures the essence of the rugged and untamed West, portraying a North Fork that is a microcosm of the challenges faced by frontier communities. Set against the backdrop of a town finding its identity and stability, The Rifleman offers a unique blend of historical accuracy and dramatic storytelling. The McCains navigate through a landscape shaped by the aftermath of the Civil War, the expansion of the railroad, and the complex interactions between settlers, Native Americans, and lawmen. The choice of the 1880s as the temporal setting is crucial, as this period marked the closing chapter of the American frontier. It was a time when the West was no longer an open canvas for pioneers, but a landscape increasingly influenced by the encroachment of civilization. The tension between the old and the new, the wild and the civilized, becomes a central theme in the series. As viewers are transported to the town of North Fork, they witness the challenges faced by its inhabitants, ranging from land disputes and outlaw activity to the struggle for law and order. The character of Lucas McKean, a skilled marksman known for his Winchester rifle, becomes a symbol of justice in this turbulent setting. Factors in casting. The casting saga of The Rifleman took unexpected turns and navigated through various challenges, ultimately leading to the triumphant return of Chuck Connors to the lead role. After Connors initially rejected the part due to salary concerns, ABC embarked on a quest to find a suitable replacement. However, the journey to discover the perfect actor proved to be more intricate than anticipated. Producers first set their sights on actor John Anderson, exploring the possibility of him stepping into the shoes of the series' protagonist. Despite his considerable acting chops, the match wasn't deemed ideal, prompting the search to continue. The next candidate on the radar was none other than the renowned actor James Whitmore. Celebrated for his roles in films such as Battleground, Give 'Em Hell, Harry, and later, The Shawshank Redemption. While Whitmore's talent was undeniable, the stars didn't align for him to take on the lead role in The Rifleman. The casting puzzle continued to elude the producers until they circled back to Chuck Connors. What emerged as a game-changer in their decision-making process was Connors' chemistry with child actor Timmy Kirk in the 1957 film Old Yeller. Recognizing the heart of The Rifleman lay in the compelling bond between a widowed father and his son, the producers witnessed a unique connection between Connors and Kirk that set their decision in motion. Realizing the undeniable chemistry and the potential for a convincing father-son dynamic, the producers acknowledged that Chuck Connors was indeed the perfect fit for the role of Lucas McKean. To sweeten the deal and secure the actor who embodied the essence of the series, ABC offered Connors a more substantial salary, a reflection of the significance they placed on his contribution to the show. Chuck Connors, appreciating the recognition of his value to the series and the essential nature of the father-son relationship at the core of The Rifleman, accepted the offer. This marked a turning point in the casting journey, solidifying Connors as the definitive Lucas McKean and paving the way for the success and enduring legacy of the show. Securing Chuck was a challenge. The casting of the lead role in The Rifleman was a journey marked by challenges and eventual triumph, and it all revolved around the dynamic and multi-talented Chuck Connors. The initial stages of casting proved to be an intricate puzzle, with ABC facing difficulties in securing the right actor for the pivotal role. Chuck Connors, initially offered the part, faced a stumbling block in the form of a low-salary offer from ABC. Unwilling to accept the financial terms, he declined the role at first. However, fate had other plans, and Connors would later find his way back to the project under different circumstances. Connors, before venturing into acting, had a notable background in professional sports, having pursued careers in both baseball and basketball. His athletic prowess was evident, and he played for teams such as the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs in Major League Baseball. Additionally, Connors even enjoyed a stint in professional basketball with the Boston Celtics. However, recognizing the limitations and uncertainties of a long-term career in sports, he decided to redirect his ambitions toward the world of acting. Embracing the challenge of a new career, Chuck Connors made the transition to acting, a move that would prove to be pivotal not only for his personal journey, but also for the television landscape. His imposing physical presence and undeniable charisma set the stage for his eventual acceptance of the lead role in The Rifleman. After the initial rejection due to salary concerns, a renegotiation took place, eventually bringing Connors back into the fold. This time, the terms were more agreeable, and Chuck Connors officially secured the role that would define his career and contribute significantly to the show's success. Connors' portrayal of Lucas McKean, the widowed single father and expert marksman, became a cornerstone of The Rifleman. His athletic background lent itself well to the physical demands of the role, and his on-screen presence resonated with audiences. The casting challenges that preceded his acceptance of the role ultimately faded into the background as Connors delivered a performance that left an indelible mark on television history. Dressing fashionably, potentially overly fashionable. The Rifleman, set in the 1880s, unintentionally weaves a fascinating tapestry of anachronistic style choices that mirror the fashion trends of the 1950s and 1960s when the series was filmed. The visual aesthetics of the show inadvertently showcase hairstyles and clothing that deviate from the historical accuracy of the late 19th century, but in doing so, add an intriguingly charming aspect to the series. One noticeable departure from historical accuracy is seen in the hairstyles of the male and female characters. Instead of adhering strictly to the coiffures of the 1880s, the characters sport hairstyles that echo the trends of the 1950s and 1960s. Men often feature neatly combed and styled hair, reflecting the grooming preferences of mid-20th century America rather than the rugged and untamed look one might expect in the Old West. Similarly, the male characters don shirts with a full front button-down design, a style that wasn't manufactured until the early 1920s and didn't gain popularity until the late 1920s or early 1930s. This choice further contributes to the anachronistic charm of the series, as it subtly places the characters in a temporal intersection between the 19th and 20th centuries. These unintentional historical inaccuracies, rather than detracting from the show's authenticity, create a unique visual aesthetic. The anachronistic style choices become a distinctive signature of The Rifleman, highlighting the era of its production while offering viewers a blend of the past and the present. This unintentional fusion of historical periods adds a layer of charm that has, over time, become an endearing aspect of the show. An authentic marksman. Lucas McCain's rifle handling in The Rifleman became a distinctive and somewhat enigmatic aspect of the character's portrayal. Throughout the series, keen-eyed viewers may have observed that there was no consistent explanation for McCain's tendency to switch hands while handling his rifle. In one scene, he might grip the firearm with his right hand, only to seamlessly switch to his left hand in a subsequent moment. This peculiar behavior never directly impacted the plot, and the show's creators opted not to address it explicitly. However, one plausible interpretation is that McCain's unparalleled shooting ability allowed him to wield his firearm with equal ease in either hand. The lack of a specific explanation for McCain's ambidextrous rifle handling adds a layer of mystique to the character. It becomes a subtle and unspoken aspect of his skill set, contributing to the aura of proficiency that surrounds Lucas McCain as the skilled marksman and protector of North Fork. One could surmise that McCain's ability to effortlessly switch hands while handling his rifle speaks to his exceptional marksmanship. As a character who embodies the essence of a frontier hero, McCain's prowess with firearms transcends conventional norms. His adaptability in wielding the rifle with either hand may signify a level of training and expertise that sets him apart from the typical gun-wielding protagonists of the Western genre. The deliberate choice by the show's creators to leave McCain's ambidextrous rifle, handling unexplained, adds an intriguing layer to the character. It invites viewers to draw their own conclusions about the origins of McCain's unique skill and contributes to the mystique that surrounds him as a formidable and enigmatic figure in the Wild West. Secured and unarmed Lucas McCain's signature move of cocking his rifle with one hand using the oversized lever in The Rifleman became an iconic and distinctive aspect of the character's persona. However, the behind-the-scenes reality reveals an interesting twist that adds a layer of theatricality to the series. While the visual portrayal of Lucas deftly spinning his rifle around his hand and cocking it with seemingly effortless precision suggests a rapid-fire capability, the rifle's modification for rapid fire included a special screw that automatically fired the gun when the trigger was pushed. In essence, this means that when Lucas performs his trademark spin to cock the rifle, The gun is actually empty of live ammunition and not in a state to fire. The use of this modified rifle allowed for the creation of visually dynamic and action-packed scenes without compromising the safety of the actors and the crew. The special screw essentially turned the rifle into a prop, providing the illusion of rapid fire without the inherent risks associated with handling live ammunition on a television set. Lucas McCain's distinctive rifle technique, therefore, is a combination of Chuck Connor's skillful handling of the prop and the creative decision to modify the firearm for on-screen performance. This behind-the-scenes insight adds a layer of theatricality to the character's actions, emphasizing the careful choreography and coordination involved in crafting the visual language of the Rifleman, breaking boundaries. In the golden era of television during the 1950s and 60s, family life was often portrayed with a wholesome veneer, adhering to strict censorship standards that prevented the airing of anything deemed too controversial. A notably and somewhat peculiar taboo during this time was the representation of single parents. Despite the historical reality of single parenting, television consistently depicted families with two parents raising children. However, the Rifleman boldly broke new ground by becoming the first network television series to depict a single parent raising a child. When producer Arnold Lavin made the decision to cast Lucas McCain, played by Chuck Connors, as a single father raising his son Mark, it was a groundbreaking choice that garnered accolades from both fans and TV critics. The portrayal of Lucas McCain as a widowed father navigating the challenges of raising a son in the Old West added a layer of depth to the series, deviating from the traditional family structures presented on television at the time. This departure from the norm was a significant and daring move that resonated with audiences. Lucas McCain's character became a pioneer in representing the experiences of single parenting on network television, offering a more nuanced and realistic portrayal of family dynamics. The decision to depict a single-parent household was both a reflection of social realities and a bold statement about the diverse forms that family life can take. The impact of this decision was further solidified in 2004 when TV Guide magazine recognized Lucas McCain as one of the 50 greatest TV dads of all time. In a lineup that included iconic TV fathers from various eras, McCain secured an impressive 32nd place. This acknowledgement highlighted the enduring legacy of The Rifleman and the significance of breaking away from television norms to present a more authentic and diverse representation of family life. A musical delight. The Challenger episode of The Rifleman introduces a captivating element as the haunting ballad about the infamous outlaw Jake Party weaves its way through the narrative. What may delight fans is the recognition of the voice behind the song, the distinctive baritone of Thurl Ravenscroft, a vocal talent renowned for giving life to iconic characters, including You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. In a clever and subtle nod to the show's behind-the-scenes history, Ravenscroft, in a later verse of the song, references Peckinpah's Saloon. This clever inclusion serves as a hidden Easter egg for aficionados of the series and, in particular, fans of Sam Peckinpah, the legendary director synonymous with gritty westerns like The Wild Bunch. Sam Peckinpah played a significant role in the early days of The Rifleman. He not only wrote the pilot episode, The Sharpshooter, setting the tone for the series, but also directed 4 episodes, leaving an indelible mark on his creative vision. However, despite his initial involvement, Peckinpah parted ways with the series after the first season, pursuing his illustrious career in filmmaking. The mention of Peckinpah's Saloon in Thurl Ravenscroft's ballad becomes a subtle homage to the legendary director's brief but impactful association with the show. It is a nod to the creative energies that shaped the early episodes of The Rifleman and an acknowledgement of the influence Peckinpah had on the series' trajectory. This hidden Easter egg adds a layer of depth for viewers who are familiar with the show's history and the contributions of Sam Peckinpah. It serves as a charming and nuanced touch that invites fans to appreciate the behind-the-scenes intricacies that contribute to the richness of the show's narrative tapestry. What do you think about the behind-the-scenes facts of The Rifleman? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.